First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Gets through, and now an opening. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, a nice spin. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Young. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Panthers.
Down.
Looking to throw, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Sanders is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Sanders again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right on the stretch.
came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on third down.
Young to throw on fourth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark laying himself out in the end zone. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the option right is Fields. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. The Bears at 3-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
It's Young off play action. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Here we go, son. 11.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to St. Brown. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Here's Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Inside the 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That is put down short by a yard. It's a 3rd-down gain of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting. For it, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Off play action, Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Bears! Jordan Mooney, 37 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here is Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Third and short yardage, Young. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches. First and 10, Young. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Ready, set.
Now Young. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. I was just confused on that one. I had third down written. It said third down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was fourth?
It's something went haywire, and I'll admit it, I've lost track of downs before, but I'm not the one calling plays. I'm not the one keeping track here. They have to know this, and look, I love my football north of the border as much as anyone, but here it's 4 downs. All right, I can't believe they tried it that way, and then went ahead and faked it as well. Nothing doing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I'll think the message was too drastic, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
It's taken to the 26. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Parker, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes... day in play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. it isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try to throw now. Young looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Young on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard.
Certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. But when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
On 2nd down, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Eluding the pressure right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. Young to the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Young will set to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The stop made by Andrew Billiard. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Young. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Young on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates.
There he goes, right side. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 95 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Carolina.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Ready.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Get on it. Zoom black. No green.
Now Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
10-yard line.
Guys. Ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young now after the fumble recovery. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Bears 28, Panthers 23.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really come.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 75 yards. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young to throw. DJ Chark sheds off the tackle, and he'll be taken down at the 26. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. One last shot for Young. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. A higher lower-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the national.